It's time for GMA3, an emotional reunion. The woman trapped in this burning car and the young man who saved her life, pulling her out of the flames.
I wouldn't be here had it not been for Nathan.
What she is saying to him. We've got the right stuff in back-to-school kicks, school shoes, and sneakers that will put a spring in your kid's step. Grammy winner Laufey is here, taking over GMA.
The silver linings, I'll be there with you.
Before kicking off her blockbuster new tour, it's time for GMA3.
From ABC News headquarters in New York City, this is GMA3.
No one ever called me.
Happy Friday, everyone. I'm Stephanie Ramos. Cannot wait to hear from Laufey. I love her sound.
She's so good. She's got a voice like Stephanie Ramos, one of the best singers around.
Oh my goodness,
we need to hear
Will.
a little bit of your
Thank
voice.
you. Oh, that's so
Echo.
kind. Will's my new agent.
I see that. And I'm Dr. Taryn Arula here with Will. We're so glad you can join us on this Friday.
Coming up, in addition to Laufey, Chef Josh Capon. He's here. He's a favorite at the U.S. Open, and he's serving up some delicious dishes that will be a grand slam, I'm sure, at your watch party.
Absolutely. And for our series, What Fills Your Cup, we're going to a coffee shop in Detroit. It's all about community, preserving the neighborhood and its history, and of course, a great cup of joe.
We're looking forward to that, but first we start with Aaron, the storm gaining strength in the Atlantic. Ginger's here now with the latest possible track.
Yes, you know, there's some alerts that have been popping all day in parts of the Caribbean because even though the center of the storm is going to go north of the islands, you're still going to see some whipping bands. We do anticipate some rapid intensification, and as we go through east of the Bahamas early next week, we'll get to the part that gets into the U.S., but I want to focus on the Caribbean because by tomorrow afternoon, Puerto Rico's already seeing some of those outer bands. Now, this is going to come through with 2 to 4 inches of rain, gusts up to 45 miles per hour. Locally, you could see up to 6 inches, but still worth noting. Nothing that's going to shut anything down and nothing they can't handle because the core of that strengthening storm is well north. Look, it's well north of and east of the Dominican Republic by 8 p.m. on Sunday. So, talking about the U.S., Florida's looking good because this high pressure system, while it's been steering it, will start to weaken. And as it does that, this storm is going to hug between the cold front and that high. So somewhere between likely Bermuda and the Outer Banks. The closer it gets, because we're still 6 days away, because that's not till next Wednesday, Thursday, the closer it gets, the more impacts to the beaches, especially the geography here that juts out. So do expect rip currents up and down the East Coast next week. But if you're looking for erosion, high surf, better chance happens for like a Nag's Head, Hatteras there, anywhere along coastal North Carolina. Guys?
All right, a lot of folks pay attention to the weather this weekend. Thank you so much, Ginger. Now to R&B legend Glattus Knight, firing back this morning after her son accused her husband of elder abuse. Morgan Norwood is here with the details. And Morgan, this is, I mean, obviously not something we want to hear about, and it just seems awful. What's going on?
Yeah, a lot of fans are really locked into this story, and it's pretty alarming claims that are coming from her son. Glattus Knight, of course, the Empress of Soul, is in the middle of this big tour, right? And some bitter family drama as well. Her own son went public on the Shade Room. You see him there saying that he's worried about her health. Now, he claims that she might be showing early signs of cognitive decline. And of course, that's a conversation that you and I can talk about, Dr. Taryn Arula, about the signs. But in a statement to ABC News, she says, quote, "I'm sorry that my health and performances have been misrepresented. I'm doing very well for someone who's been on stage for 3/4 of a century." She also says that I'm happy and healthy. But again, a lot of questions here.
And this is so public now because of that concert footage, right? What do we see in that concert footage?
Yeah, there's some concert footage that's been circulating for the past couple of months now. Some moments here on social media show Glattus Knight pausing or looking like she may have lost her place. You can see that footage there. Her son claims that he's even seen this firsthand, something similar in person where she seemed to zone out and then a background singer maybe had to bring her back in, even rewinding the teleprompter at one point. But I keep pointing back to what Glattus is saying. She's saying that she's fine, but also ready to keep touring with her sisters. Of course, she is on tour with Patti LaBelle and Chaka Khan for the second leg of that tour.
It's so sad to see this family drama, to see that, that footage, and obviously the issues between mother and son. So where does this go from here?
I want to point out here, because there is some history, and I think that's important as we talk about the context of this situation, because it comes years after a dispute over her name being tied to Glattus Knight's Chicken and Waffles in Atlanta. Now, her son pleaded guilty to charges involving more than $1 million in unpaid payroll taxes. We also know that Glattus successfully sued to have her name removed from that business. But the North Carolina health officials could weigh in on this. We know that her son also said that he filed some sort of complaint with the state there. But for now, she says that she's fine. He's not convinced. Fans who love her, of course, are watching this really closely. So thinking about her.
Absolutely. All right, Morgan, thank you for bringing so much detail, so many twists and turns there. We appreciate your reporting on that. We are going to turn now to an incredible story, an amazing reunion. The Good Samaritan who ran to the rescue of a woman trapped in a fiery crash, and then we got them together. Look at this.
Get out! Where you at? An emotional reunion between the woman trapped in this burning car. Right here. And the Good Samaritans who saved her life.
I wouldn't be here had it not been for Nathan.
69-year-old Mary Frances McClorid says she was driving along a remote New York highway around 4 a.m. in early June when she fell asleep at the wheel, her SUV rolling over, pinning her inside as it caught on fire. 23-year-old Nathan Felix says he happened to be passing by when he saw McClorid's car and jumped out to help.
I could hear somebody screaming, and then she's like, help me, help me.
In this police body camera video, you see first responders arrive to the scene and hand a fire extinguisher to Felix, who sprints straight toward the inferno. One officer using a window-breaking device to crack open the sunroof as Felix pulls McClorid out.
Once we got her out, she was like screaming and everything. I was like, thank you, God. That's all I was saying to my head. Thank you, God.
McClorid says she spent over a month in the hospital with severe burns covering more than 20% of her body. She returned home earlier this week and got the chance to meet the man who risked his life to save hers.
It was overwhelming what this young man did.
Really amazing stuff. And McClorid says that the young man is like her new nephew, and they've got this great bond, and that'll bond you, right?
Yeah,
what a moment.
Very sweet, like an extended family member. I mean, he just really stepped in there. That's incredible to watch, and just she went through so much.
How lucky he was there, 4 in the morning, driving by, and the fact that he didn't just keep going, he got out and ran literally into the fire.
Yeah,
so good to see that goodness and humanity. So many stories we tell that are negative, but to see the innate goodness of people.
There you go.
Yeah, there's still some good people out there willing to help.
That's right.
Well, coming up, Dr. Narula here tells us about hair transplants and the people who travel to get them. That's coming up.
Back now with our hair loss series, From Thinning to Winning. Hair transplant procedures are an option for some people dealing with hair loss. The surgery can cost a pretty penny, and some people are choosing to save some cash by going to other countries. Beauty influencer Caprielle Anissa says it was tough to do her job with her hair falling out after the repeated tension from ponytails gave her bald spots.
The sides here were just completely gone, and I couldn't wear my hair in a ponytail. It just broke my heart.
In college and high school, I had so much hair, I didn't even know what to do with it.
And when TikTok star Freddie turned 23, his thick head of hair started thinning.
It progressively got worse, and I was devastated. It kind of felt like I lost my identity.
Both Freddie and Caprielle turned to hair transplants, where thicker hair from the back of the head is transplanted into spots with thinning hair.
It'll continue to grow and last in the new location, just as it would have in the original location.
But hair transplants in the U.S. are expensive, up to $20,000. So to save money, Freddie and Caprielle traveled internationally for their surgeries. Caprielle to Turkey and Freddie to Colombia.
Back in 2021, it cost me $4,000 US to go get it done. And that's a bargain. Like, I could not believe it.
Caprielle spent $2,043 for her transplant in Turkey, which she says included her hotel stay and some extras.
The company that I went with catered to me as far as picking me up from the airport. I just felt like I was in high luxury for my dollar.
But buyers beware, hair transplants are not for everyone, and there are downsides about going abroad.
Yes, it's hair transplant, but it still is a surgical procedure. There is a completely different accreditation standard that U.S. surgical offices are held to that is not the case abroad. And I can tell you, things can really go wrong.
But they both say it was the right decision for them.
I'm very happy. I'm very pleased. My confidence is just way over the roof.
Truly, it was one of the best decisions of my life.
Before considering a hair transplant, a good way to start is to ensure the surgeon is certified by a reputable board. You can check the International Society of Hair Restoration Surgery directory to find out.
I'm going to see if I'm on their mailing list. All right, Dr. Narula, thank you so much.
We don't need that.
You have a good head of hair.
ISHRS, they're great. Anyway, we just saw the results of some hair transplants. Who's a good candidate for this, whether it's here or abroad? Who's getting hair transplants?
Well, the best candidates are going to be people that have a hereditary hair loss, like male or female pattern baldness. It's not great for people who have hair loss that's caused by underlying medical conditions like thyroid disease or scarring alopecia. You really need good quality hair on the sides of the back of your head that's not too thin that they can use to transplant. Now, the transplant procedure itself, the recovery is pretty quick, about 3 to 6 days. You should start to see new hair within a few months, 3 to 6 months, and then what will be sort of your fullest head of hair by about 12 to 18 months. Many people still do need medications like minoxidil or finasteride, but it's a good start and a good solution for a lot of individuals.
And there have been so many people that have been open about their hair transplants, like John Cena, the actor, saying that he felt as though he needed to get it. He went out, got it, and he's been very open about his process.
It's nice to hear people talking about plastic surgery and taking the shame away from it.
I don't know how you can see John Cena and his hair transplant, but that's for another conversation.
All right, we'll talk about that later. Coming up in Pop News, 2 weeks until the release of Sabrina Carpenter's new album, how the singer is counting down with her fans.
We're back now with some Pop News with Will Gantz.
I see you, Will.
Yeah,
I see you,
You
Will.
can't see me. You can see me. John Cena, though. John Cena's right here. Thanks for joining, John, for Pop News. We begin in Wonderland, which is the perfect T-Swift Sonic appetizer for her upcoming album, since it's produced by the same team that worked on The Life of a Showgirl. But now fans are heading down the rabbit hole of new heights, breaking podcast records along the way. Swifties literally broke the internet, crashing the stream briefly. There were 1.3 million viewers tuned in on YouTube at the time, which is nearly double some of the other most popular podcast episodes of all time. For example, 800,000 people were tuned into President Trump's appearance on the Joe Rogan Experience in its first hour last October. Meanwhile, Spotify tells us that listeners to New Heights increased 3,000%, with the number of female listeners climbing by 618% for that episode alone. And who knows what other records could be broken when The Life of a Showgirl drops on October 3rd.
Can I put on my tinfoil hat for a second?
Always.
1.3 million viewers, 13. Taylor Swift, big number. YouTube crashed it deliberately, is my...
Very tinfoil hat of you.
Yeah.
Anyway, proceed.
Probably
like
strategy.
Crash or something like that, then will be a From the Vault song from Reputation.
All right, that's a little too much. That's where you take it to the next level, Will. You're the
That's what I'm here for. Subtlety has never been my strong suit. All right, next, we're roughly 13 hours, 10 days, and 40 minutes away from new Sabrina Carpenter music, but who's counting? Although some lucky fans in Los Angeles didn't have to wait that long to hear the new music, Sabrina hosting the first play date, as she called it, inviting 26 fans in Los Angeles to meet at a private location, hop on a secret bus, and arrive at the recording studio to listen to the album in full. The fans had to surrender their phones, but that's a small price to pay to hang out with Sabrina and be one of the first in the world to listen to her upcoming Man's Best Friend album. This is so exciting. The other cool thing is that she said it was the first play date, meaning that it might happen in New York.
Go on the play date.
Exactly. You've got 4 willing candidates here, Sabrina.
Also, 26 is double 13. What's going on around
And we're
here?
back to the T-Swift conspiracy theories. It all comes back to that, you guys. All right, finally, allow me to put on my Mamma Mia branded shades.
Hello.
Because Super Trooper lights are gonna find me for this next story. After 10 years, Mamma Mia is back where she belongs on Broadway. People, the iconic musical scored by ABBA's greatest hits, celebrating opening night at the Winter Garden Theater last night, the same venue where the original musical ran for nearly 14 years, which in Broadway years is like unprecedented. Producers are calling this a return engagement as opposed to a revival. 25 cast members are making their Broadway debut, which is so cool. But this is a limited engagement that will run through February 1st, 2026.
Get there.
I will be there on Tuesday night. maybe wearing these sunglasses.
And the bracelet.
Exactly.
That's
You look so good. All right, well, thank you. Excellent
you,
pop
guys.
news. Lovely Friday with you. And coming up, Laufey B is here. She's got the right stuff for back to school with the shoes and sneakers kids will love. They might even match their glasses.
She's in Mamma Mia core. Look at that white dress.
Welcome back to GMA3.
That's right. Welcome back to GMA3. Tomorrow on GMA, did you know that life jackets can be counterfeit? Gio Benitez spoke with experts who showed him how to tell the Coast Guard approved versions of a life jacket from the fakes. It's a demo you have to see.
And on Monday, Spike Lee joins us to talk about his new movie, teaming up with Denzel Washington again and working with A$AP Rocky and much more.
Also on Monday, we'll talk to Amanda Knox and Monica Lewinsky about their new Hulu series, which drops next week. Looking forward to all of that. A lot of great stuff coming up, but right now it is time for our series, What Fills Your Cup? Dropping by local coffee shops all around the country to meet some of our viewers. Our next stop is Detroit. We are visiting Sepia Coffee.
Sorry, I had to.
And chatting with the owner, Martell Mason. Martell, welcome. Thank you for joining us. You have kindly sent us some coffee. Can't wait to drink it, but I need to hear your answer first. What do we have in front of us here?
Hey, thanks for having us here in Detroit. We're having our Hastings blend. Pays homage to Detroit's Black Bottom Paradise Valley neighborhood.
Fantastic. And you spent years in the coffee industry before you opened Sepia Coffee. How did that time grinding, no pun intended,
Pun intended, that works. That works.
Yeah, you know, I've worked in coffee for many years as a trader and came back to Detroit in 2021. We saw a really great opportunity to be of service to our community. So it's been a really great opportunity for us to bring great coffee, great people back to the city.
I do have to say, the sign over your right shoulder, GMA, what up, Joe? That's just, we did a great job, I think, with the signage. Everything looks really good.
You know, you're here in Detroit, so, you know, our way of showing our love to all the people that come to Detroit is what up, though. So that's what we do, and yeah, we're happy to have you in our space.
It looks fantastic. We're happy to be chatting with you, and the majority of your imports come from Black and brown-owned businesses. Why is that so important to you?
It's crucial. Working along the supply chain in coffee as a trader, as an importer, and really trying to make sure that we understand where these products come from, it was important to work with Black and brown partners. So from farmers at the farm to the oat milk distributor that we're working with, to also our local community here when it comes to the cafes and the markets that you can find our product.
That's really excellent. And speaking of excellent, I have now tried your product. I have it in my hand. Excellent job. Huge fan. Thank you. I will be stealing at least one of these bags in front of me. For our viewers around the country, how can they show their support for your shop, even if they're not in Detroit?
Sure. We're actually working on a great campaign right now through Kickstarter. We're actually going to be opening up a roastery in Highland Park. Many people don't know, but Detroit has two cities within itself, Highland Park and Hamtramck. And so I'm born and raised in Highland Park, and so it's important for us to really try to help develop a community that's still underserved and undervalued. And so we would like to get our roastery open by the end of this year on Hamilton Avenue. And so what we want is for your viewers and the rest of the world to support by going on to Kickstarter, supporting by buying some beans, go to our website, as well as Instagram, SCP Detroit.
Okay, well, Martell Mason, the way you speak about what you do, the way that you drape your scarf around your neck, the way that you make your coffee, and the way you support your community, all A+. Thank you so much for joining us, and thanks for the cup of Joe. We appreciate you very much, and we'll see you soon. All right, Stephanie, the right stuff is coming your way.
Yes, I cannot wait to try that coffee. I need all the caffeine I can get. All right, it is time for the right stuff with Laufey here. Students are getting ready to go back to school, and lifestyle contributor Laufey Bergamato is here to make sure your kids have the right kicks. All these items are shoppable, by the way, on our website. And Laufey, let's talk shoes. First off, how adorable is this little shoe? My guys are so big now, but this is absolutely adorable. So what are we looking at? This is for pre-K, right? Pre-K age?
Yes, preschool. So when they're starting. So a couple of things. My sort of shortcut to peace in the morning on a frenetic morning is getting the kids to put their own shoes on and not having to negotiate with them. And Crocs is the answer to that problem. So
helpful.
Exactly. The reason is they can slide their shoes right on their little feet. It's really easy for them to do. Excuse me. And it goes in 2 different modes here, so they can have that back strap on. For that extra support, we found all of these at Zappos, Stephanie. They start at $34. They even have fleece-lined Crocs now that they didn't have when my oldest was really mini. But they're great, especially as we get into those colder months. They can also self-express with their little gibbets, and we got those at Amazon.
Is that what they're called?
Yes,
I've always
called
seen
gibbets.
these. My sons have them. Gibbets.
Gibbets, and it's a way for them to really make these their own. So we love those from Crocs.
And these are cute too. We've got some Skechers.
Yes, from Skechers. So a lot of the times the kids want to wear sneakers, which they obviously should. They're running around on the playground. But they can't tie their own laces. So these are already pre-tied, and all they have to do is do the Velcro here. And Stephanie, these light up. If you want to look right in the monitor there, you can see the unicorn light up.
Oh, yes.
We actually had our producer, Sarah's daughter. She was modeling these for us. Little Miss Sloan, adorable.
Fancy. Oh, I remember when my kids were that age, they loved the light up shoes.
Yes.
And I gave in. Thomas the Engine, all that stuff. It's so fun for them.
Then they want to put shoes on.
Yes.
Something that can be a struggle, though, as they get into elementary school is the dress shoe, right? So whether your kids go to a school where there's a dress code or a uniform, or they just have a concert or a recital, you will have to get dress shoes. We love these from Land's End because they're really durable, high quality, but they also have lugged soles, so they can still run around in them. And one of my favorite things as a mom is right now, if you get them, Land's End is doing a 50% off sale. So they're really good prices.
Yes. Quality stuff. I love Land's End.
I love Land's End too for the whole family. Another thing I love, Nikes.
Yeah.
So in elementary school, your kids will start to get into the Nike ecosystem, and this is what is their gateway. It is the Nike Air Force One, over 40 years, super iconic, durable tread. They have that really soft cushion in there.
Yeah.
They have seen more hallways and recesses and playgrounds than some teachers out there.
Yeah.
The Nike Air Force One, these are well worth their price tag. You cannot destruct them.
Very sturdy. And they come in so many different colors. I mean, these are really cool.
I want all of these.
I know.
And they're not in my
Can I
size,
fit into
unfortunately.
this?
Maybe. We'll see after the show.
Very
what you
cute.
can fit into, though, as we move into middle school and beyond, Sambas. So searches for Sambas have skyrocketed over 400%. The Alpha generation absolutely loves these. And one of the reasons is because they're really sleek and they have that awesome silhouette. They come in lots of different colors and different styles. My daughter's in middle school. She loves these, and you will too. I'm going to steal them from her.
Really in.
I know, they're really cool. Lots of different styles as well.
Yeah, I hadn't seen this version of it.
So
the
these
Velcro
are
strap.
Yes, and Vogue is saying like that's the new thing, that Mary Jane sneaker. But I want to make sure we get to Hey Dude. So with middle school boys, you have boys that are around that age, right? It can be hard for them to find something comfortable and you to find something that you aesthetically approve of that looks polished. We have found it in Hey Dude. These are super flexible. Go ahead and feel those, Stephanie. So the kids will see just how comfortable they are. They
so
can
light.
move around. Really lightweight.
I've heard of
Fantastic
these.
shoe. It's like performance meets polish in a hybrid shoe. And they're from Hey Dude. And I love the name.
Yeah. A lot of our photographers, when we're out in the field, they have these. They swear by these. They're super comfortable, super light.
Love an
all of these on our website. Thank you so much, Lori.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. All right, coming up, we are cooking and talking tennis with Chef Josh Capon. Stick around. These are awesome.
Ready?
Thank
We
you.
are serving up lobster rolls at the U.S. Open. Let's go. GMA3 for everybody.
Back now with chef and owner of Little Maven Restaurant and Fly Fish Club, Josh Capon.
Let's go! How we doing, everybody?
He has a pop-up at the U.S. Open, and he's here with food you can make for your watch parties.
Yeah, fired up to have you.
So glad to have you
Get ready to go
here.
U.S. Open.
Smells amazing.
Premier tennis event of the year. Good food, good people, and great tennis. We're going to make one of my favorites to watch maybe at home during the game, a little shrimp scampi. You ready?
Let's do it.
Great.
Let's
All
go,
right,
Steph. You ready? A little bit of olive oil in the pan. Right, hit it. Let's go. The golden god. Let's go. Season up those sugar goods. Season that shrimp. Hit it with some kosher salt.
It's a tap there.
Right there. Some black pepper. Hit it with the salt. Let's go.
Salt Bay.
Come on. You got to season your food aggressively. Right, mix it all up.
Okay.
We're going to dump it right in there
Right.
carefully. Boom. See that? You see that sizzle?
Perfect.
You always want that
Sizzling.
sizzle when you're sauteing. You want that reaction. You get that beautiful caramelization. Let's go, Reed's. Garlic.
We need a lot of garlic.
Tons of
right?
garlic. Tons of garlic.
Tons. I'll give you all of it.
Chili peppers.
Okay.
A little chili in there. Gonna give that a quick saute. We're good there.
Move that
1
around.
second. Go in with the gold. Toast that garlic just a little bit. Hit
And
it
that
with the
happens
tomatoes.
pretty quickly, right? It gets golden pretty quickly?
Yep.
Bang.
When you're sauteing in high heat, everything moves quickly, right? Lemon zest, lemon juice, right? Always fresh lemons, everybody. We're not playing games.
Lemon zest. Well, I know what lemon. Anyway, continue.
2 for the price of 1. Lemon zest, lemon juice. That's the way you utilize the lemon. We're gonna saute this a little bit, right? A little bit of white wine in there.
Where's the white wine going?
Go
Which
in
one?
there.
This one. Okay.
And then a few minutes later, you have this. You're jumping in over here. A little bit of butter.
Where do I put
Butter
the
makes it better. Right in there. Butter right in there.
Yeah.
All of
go
it.
for it.
Let's go. We're not playing games.
Nice.
Bring that sauce together.
I'm
Hit
not
it with the
cardiologist
parsley.
today. Okay.
Parsley. Oh, sorry. If you would like to pour the
Let's go.
parsley,
Hit
be
the
my
parsley.
guest.
Oh, nice.
Now we're just gonna give it a couple minutes to come together nicely.
I keep trying to do stuff, and Chef is like, get out of my way.
Listen, U.S. Open this year, something new. Mixed doubles championship featuring some of the best in tennis. We got Alcaraz, we got Djokovic, we got Williams, we got Opeka. We're gonna have a good time. $1 million cash prize. That takes on the week before the U.S. Open during Fan Week. So come check it out.
That's a good
Ready?
right there.
Good. You like
I
that?
love the
Come on.
tomatoes in here. Tomatoes aren't usually in shrimp scampi, but you're
love
tossing
it.
them in there.
We're late summer, right?
Yeah.
It's all about tomato season. These cherry tomatoes just cook perfectly down. Look at that, all coming together nicely.
It brings that color.
Right?
Where do we move next?
Now what you want to do is you can serve it over some pasta.
Pasta?
You know what
Okay.
I like to do? You ready? Here's what we're gonna do. You take some
Bread.
grilled country bread, right? A
Love
little bit
it.
of olive oil, salt, and pepper. Then you take this, right? You come right over here. And we're gonna go right over the bread. Why?
God bless.
that's
Come
beautiful.
on!
Nice.
That is magic.
So
Smells
good.
amazing.
Pasta's good, but grilled bread, and obviously that sauce over the top. That's what we're talking about. That's an ace, right?
Chef.
If we were playing tennis, that's an ace.
All right. You also ate some tacos and lobster rolls.
We serve crab tostadas at Fly Fish at the Open. We did some chicken tinga tostadas.
Okay.
Really nice and easy to make at home. And of course, you gotta finish with our world famous lobster rolls, chopped celery, a little bit of tarragon, secret ingredient tarragon, some Hellman's mayo, fresh lemon juice on a toasted buttered hot dog bun.
Nice.
There's nothing better.
Nothing better. We can find you at Fly Fish, but you have a new restaurant opening up in October, right?
In our neighborhood.
What?
Cape on Shop
Jersey,
House coming
Jersey.
soon, Hackensack, New Jersey. Watch out. We're gonna do some good stuff.
Oh,
Chef, you've been doing
exciting.
this event for years, the U.S. Open. What is it that
This
keeps you
is,
coming
this
back?
is my 10th anniversary of the Open. It's something I'm very
Congratulations.
grateful to be a part of. Thank you to Danny Zalzer and Studley and the whole Levy restaurant group for letting me do what I do best on a grand scale. And we're not talking about my two-handed backhand. We're talking about my cooking. And I think a million people come through the gates in 2 weeks.
Wow.
And that's a really a lot of fun.
I wish this guy had some enthusiasm.
I know. I'm like this now. Man, you gotta show up here every morning.
GMA3.
So great to have you. You can get these recipes on GoodMorningAmerica.com, and you can watch the U.S. Open on ESPN starting on Sunday, August 24th. Coming up, Grammy-winning singer Laufey is here. You don't want to miss that.
Thank you, Chef. Back now with Laufey. She is a Grammy-winning singer with nearly 5 billion streams, whose new album, A Matter of Time, comes out in a matter of time, just next week. She's going to perform right now one of her new songs that's coming up. But first, let's catch up with the artist herself. It is so great to see you. Thank you for being here with us. And you just announced the 3rd annual A Very Laufey Day. What is A Very Laufey Day? What's involved here?
Well, it started as kind of a silly concept, but I just wanted to find a way for everyone to experience the perfect version of my perfect day.
Okay.
And so I started it's a checklist of things to do that at least make me happy and music to accompany it.
So what are some of those things that make you happy that go into A Very Laufey Day?
Well, getting a coffee or a matcha.
All right. Good.
A matcha of time, we've been saying.
Okay.
And going to a bookstore,
Okay.
going thrifting.
Okay.
And getting ice cream or frozen yogurt.
I'm not a big thrifter, but I'm happy to try it out. Otherwise, you've described one of my perfect days, so I'm going to have to get involved in A Very Laufey Day. So congratulations on that and on the new album. We're, again, so grateful to have you here. But enough of me. Let's hear you. All right, Laufey's going to perform right now. It's Silver Lining from her new album, A Matter of Time. Here's Laufey.
I've been falling in that habit
carpets, staring into the abyss, drowning in red wine and sniffing cinema. We've been kissing on the playground, acting like little kids, making dirty jokes and getting away with it. So I propose, it's long overdue. When you go to hell, go there with you too. And well, we're punished for being so cruel. The silver linings, I'll be there with you. Never been calm or collected. No one ever called me sweet. What a miracle I found her, darling. I met you at the worst time. Fell in love on a whim. Now we pirouette in fields of rosy sin. So I propose, it's long overdue. When you go to hell, go there with you too. And well, we're punished for being so cruel. The silver linings, I'll be there with silver linings, I'll be there with
All right, our thanks to Laufey for that amazing performance. We really appreciate you being here.
Yes. Love your sound. Thank you for being here. And for more news, make sure to check out What You Need to Know anytime on Disney+. Have a great day.
See you Monday.